Okie doke. This thing on is on. I just got cocked in real life. And my apartment's surrounded by the people that cocked me. Not directly, but, you know, that team. So we're going to try to talk low for fear that the mob might hear me and lynch me. For fuck's sakes, okay. I'm surprisingly calm, given I ran out of goddamn weed today. Legalization has been bullshit. It's hard as fuck to get weed now, and it's expensive as hell. That's a whole other fucking thing. So I got cocked today. What does cocked mean? COC-ed. What is it? Some shit the left-wing social justice warrior people do. They're doing it with Linux right now. They're cocking Linux. I just got cocked in IRL. Got cocked IRL. Means I got cocked in real life. On my way to work today, I was thinking this whole cocked thing is really getting out of control on the internet, and sooner or later we're going to have the whole social credit system. Boy, that won't be funny. I was thinking you could get fired probably just for your social credit numbers dropping too low. And I got to fucking work. My boss wanted to have a chat with me, and I was like, oh fuck. So I went to the principal's office enough as a kid to know, and someone in authority wants to have a chat with you, you are fucked. Especially when they say chat. I don't know what it is with that word. Like, it's not making it any better. So I got fucking fired because I said something on the internet. I don't know what I said because I was not shown what I said. They didn't even know the context of what I said or what I said it in. Apparently it was hate speech against the pride flag, though, and it was on Facebook, and it was reported by someone in a different province, so from across the country. I don't know who. So I was not allowed to face my accusers, was not allowed to see the evidence, was not allowed to defend myself. Had like a blindsided no jury trial apparently, and was fired because I'm on my probationary period. I mean, it's all fair. They didn't want their business to be annihilated by left-wing fanatics. So they fucking axed me. I'm a fucking dishwasher, okay? Like, yeah, this is happening to politicians and people in power and stuff, but a fucking dishwasher? Really? You fucking people? So it's okay for you to reach across the nation and destroy my fucking life, which was just restabilizing. I just started paying my fucking bills from the last time I didn't have a job off, man. Now I'm fucked again. It's like, fuck you. But it's not okay to say words. I'm not allowed to say words, but you're allowed to fucking reach across the country and destroy someone's life who you don't know fucking anything about, or why they're saying what they're saying, or you give no indication, no warning shots, and whatever I said was within the Facebook community standards, so it couldn't have been that bad, because Facebook fucking nails shit all the fucking time. You can't even say shit that's implying some shit that's implying some shit that's implying some shit. Like, you can go balls deep into implying and still get fucking tagged. So whatever it wasn't within, because I didn't get a ban for it. I didn't get any warnings. I didn't get any, like, you said this, you're going to Facebook jail shit. So they probably filed the fucking complaint, got back the notice that it doesn't, no bullshit's happening. He's not going to Facebook jail. That enraged them. So then they found my employer and then sent him screenshots of this, demanding that I get executed. How does this tie into the Linux cock? Well, like I said, I was thinking about this social credit thing on my way to work today, right before I got fired for my social credits being too low. And I thought we had at least a couple, 2 to 5 to 10 years, somewhere in that range, of no freedom of expression, no right to free speech, no right to say words. Now it's dangerous to make music, to make pictures, to make words, sounds from your fucking face. can get you in trouble. Little symbols on the fucking computer screen. So, it's pretty bigoted of them to be so intolerant of my opinion that they would have me fired. But this ties into the Linux COC, because I thought the Linux COC was something like a sign of things to come in real life. Like, in the future, everyone's gonna get Linux cocked. Turns out we're getting cocked right now. This is fucked up, man. This is straight up like fucking communist fucking show trial bullshit, man. I am a fucking, what's the word? Someone who hates all people. Not antagonistic. Although I can be. If you're fucking poking at me, I will fucking antagonize you back. Starts with an A. You know, fucking hate everybody. So, I fucking hate everybody. I hate everybody. All these fucking groups. I hate the alt-right. I hate the Antifa. I hate probably the people in the middle, whatever they're called. Fuck them too. So, I just don't get along with fucking groups and like ideologies and groupthink. But I'm constantly getting pegged as alt-right and a Nazi. It's really fucking annoying. So, but it's like, man, if you think this is how you're gonna open people's minds and hearts to your left-wing fucked up ideologies and views and beliefs, then no, destroying their life isn't how you're going to fucking make someone's heart soften and become tolerant to your ways. It's fucked up. We've become a pretty anti-science society too. Just we're gonna throw that shit in there, PCBs, etc. Enjoy that, motherfuckers. You eat all the plastic you want. But this is fucked up. So I didn't even go to my escape plan yet. Every time I get a fucking escape plan to get out of society, and I fucking lose my job. And the last few times I've lost my job, there's been some left-wing motherfucker involved, whether they're assaulting me or whatever. It's fucked up. It's kind of making me almost paranoid that I've never had a problem with right-wing people. Like, they've warned me of Muslims, and I told them to, like, shut the fuck up, because I have Muslim friends, and they're good people. Like, I'd rather more people be the fucking Muslim refugees than fucking Canadians at this point. One time, in the middle of nowhere, years ago, I was having a real bad day, and stomping through this fucking field. My ex-girlfriend, current girlfriend at the time, and there's this Nazi guy just out in the field chopping down apple trees with another guy who might have also been a Nazi guy. I don't know. Only one of them really looked like a Nazi guy. You know, bald head, scary guy. So he gave me a Sieg Heil, and I was like, "Fuck you, Nazi guy, cutting down the goddamn apple tree, you motherfucker." And then Nazi guy was like, crazy hippie guy, because I had long hair at the time. So I went up in the field, and we hung out up there and did whatever. I think I was shooting my bow or my pellet gun or something. There's some reason we had to go up the field. We might have been going up there just to calm down, because I was having a shit day. And I find going out into big fields in the middle of nowhere helps. The woods. Same with the public gardens. Oh yeah, it's just like, oh, fucking need that shit. Nature is my only solitude. That's what fucking team I'm on. It's team motherfucking nature. So, we come back down from the field, up at the top of the hill, and in the field with the apple trees, the Nazis are cutting them down. You know, fuck you motherfuckers, cutting down the apple trees, because they're cutting them down for the landowner, which they explained. They didn't like doing it, but they're cutting down the apple trees because the landowner told them to, because they're going to put a subdivision there, and they're getting rid of the old orchards, even though they should have left the orchards and just built the subdivision around them. But that's my own opinion. So, Nazi motherfucker sees that I'm clearly out of my fucking mind, having a real bad day. Most people, honestly, this is where it gets fucking weird. Most people would provoke me further. They like to provoke me. People really like to provoke me. I do my best to not be provoked, but it's fucking hard. Because these people are very persistent assholes. He sees I'm having a bad day, and he says, hey, you want to smoke a joint? Like, what the fuck? I was literally just telling you to go fuck yourself like 2 seconds ago. He offers to smoke a joint. So we smoke a joint. He explains he doesn't like cutting down these trees. He cut off a little branch at a 45-degree angle and told me if you place this in a jar of water with some nutrients in it, you can root it out, clone the tree, and then you get a new fucking tree from the old fucking tree. There. Now we've cut down this tree, but we've ensured that this other tree goes. So I tried that later and planted it somewhere. I don't know if it's still there or not. Moved a lot since. So that's my only, like, modern experience with a fucking Nazi. He smoked a joint with me because I was having a bad day. He didn't tell me about being a Nazi or anything. He didn't try to convince me of anything. Then I'm just under constant fucking attack by the fucking left wing, though. It's like fucked up, dude. Like, you guys need to fucking calm down and stop attacking people, because not all of us are fucking crazy Nazis. Crazy Nazis. We're just people that don't want to have people telling us how to think and what to say and how to live. Like, I'm minding my own business. Fucking, I'm not destroying people's lives. Like, you think it's okay to destroy people's lives. It's not couth. You guys are real assholes. Let's see if there's anything else I gotta say about this when I'm fucking here. Pardon me. Got a dry throat. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like, what a load of bullshit. So, oh, and the Linux guy got sent to a re-education camp. Or school. Re-education school, so he could learn how to behave properly. That's fucked up. I'd like to see a before and after video of him. See if he's like, kind of gotten fucky in the head. They brainwashed him or something. So, I'm gonna review the video and see if that's that. If there's anything I need to add, I will do so. Okay, I thought of a thing. So, if you look into the Linux cocking, the main instigators of the Linux cocking are basically like paid mercenaries, social justice warrior paid mercenaries that are working for Microsoft and Intel. Right after there was a big brouhaha about Intel wanting to put a backdoor into, okay, I'm recording, into Linux. There was a resurgence against it, and it stopped Intel from putting a backdoor into Linux. And then the guy who led that charge was pretty much immediately targeted by the social justice warrior people for removal from the development team. Can't remember their names and all that shit, but trust me on it. Just look it up if you want. The Linux community has this shit documented. Then the next phase was Microsoft. Microsoft announced recently that they're making all their shit open source, except Windows core technology. Why does Microsoft have an interest in social justice warriors shutting down Linux? Well, it's competition, first of all. Linux is just starting to reach the point where the average person can fire up a version of Linux and use it. So that's severe competition of Windows. Windows 10 is complete shit. So I'm fucking switching to Linux Mint on everything just because Windows 10 won't let me use my fucking computer. Like, it keeps breaking my fucking computer. It won't even boot up right now. Just BIOS loops. And all of the fucking answers on the Microsoft page say to boot up the Windows and set your options to some shit. But it's like, man, I can't fucking boot up. That's the whole point of the problem, is it? Oy. So anyways. The other reason Microsoft is targeting Linux is the next version of Linux, or the next version of Windows, after Windows 10, is supposed to be subscription based. It's just going to be called Windows. And you pay a monthly subscription. You have to be on the internet and activate your shit, and be constantly connected to the internet to verify or whatever the fuck that you're using a correct copy and that you paid your subscription per month. You don't just buy the program and own it outright. You pay a lease, subscription based lease on it. So that's why Microsoft wants to wipe out Linux by disabling its creative community. Now, where this goes like into the fucking future is okay, how do I say this shit? The thoughts have been in my head for the last like couple weeks, and with this getting fired, they kind of really crystallized. But that's it. The other reason all this cocking is happening is the corporations are clearing out their own employees and any developers outside of their control, their direct control. They're trying to like, it's like create a politically correct corporate culture for everybody. And they're using the social justice warriors as their foot soldiers, their cannon fodder. And if you try to fight against them, and you call it a homophobe or whatever the fuck, transphobic, etc., etc. So it's like a good defense shield in that sense, that you can't fucking fight back against these people. But they're doing the dirty work for the corporations, and they want us all to be cocked in the future because of this social fucking point system thing. The companies want to make sure that their developers are all clean, so that way they can't get cocked in the future. Everyone's gonna make sure. The internet is basically a huge record of everything you've fucking said, so you better get to cleaning your shit if you're someone that's mouthy. Fuck. I'm just fucking I'm gonna try to burn down the internet, because that's the only way I'm gonna get all the shit I've said off of it. Does anyone know where the internet is? I need to burn it down. That's not a serious threat, FBI. Please don't fucking kick in my door, or CSIS, or anyone else, please. That's just, that's comedy. Fuck this fucking world we live in now. You make a joke and you're like, oh shit, am I gonna get fucking headbagged over that? So, yeah, I think they're lining up a future corporate controlled world where you're gonna have to follow their behavior standards, and your social credit system thing's gonna determine what you're allowed to do, what rights you have. I don't think you're gonna be able to go into cities without a smartphone hooked up to a fucking phone plan. You will be required to have a phone plan, so your phone can interact with the smart cities, and they can tell what you're doing and make sure you're not loafing around, not buying shit or whatever. So I think that's where it's going, is some corporate shit. Everyone will think they're free in this new fucking world, this whole new world, and all this hippie bullshit about 2012 moving us into a higher state of consciousness and that. I think on the surface it's going to look like we're freer, but we're going to be completely fucking locked down on expression and like creativeness, basically. All the fucking weird shit that comes out of humans. That's going to be locked the fuck down. It's going to be very uniformed and boring. That's why I need to get the fuck out of here. Fucking go live on a desert island somewhere. That's my plan. Jesus Christ. So, I think that's it. I think that's the whole totality. Is they're using these guys, these social justice warriors, and these cocks. Like, I don't know if the person who cocked me is working for a corporation. I don't think they are. But the ideologies that these corporations are spreading through their, like, massive SJW movements infects the rest of the people in the population. They want something to conform to and be a part of, and groupthink to be accepted, and know that they're right in what they're saying, and have an inflamed opinion to appear intellectual, blah, blah, blah. So I think they're just caught up. Whoever cocked me is just caught up in the whole lynch mob. They're not being paid. They're just a useful idiot. Fucking Yuri was right, the KGB agent. Look him up. Just type Yuri. Y-U-R-I. Plus KGB agent. There's 2 speeches or lectures he gives. There's an interview and there's a lecture. Watch both of them. He's fucking right. Absolutely right. Anyways, fucking enjoy thinking in your private headspace while you still fucking can. Because they got imaging machines for that shit. And you know it's only a matter of fucking... Maybe that's what's 2 to 5 to 10 years away. You won't even be able to fucking think soon. They'll scan your thoughts, be like, whoop. Unacceptable thoughts. Send a head bag team. Fuck, this is like Brazil, that movie by Terry Gilliam. / 1984. / Brave New World. It's fucked up. Not comfortable. Just the other day, I feel like a noose is coming around my neck as a person. Oddly enough, leading up to this getting fired today thing. But I feel a noose around my neck from the regulations of marijuana legalization, different rules, Bill C-51, all these laws being invented, and all these new social contract rules that aren't actually laws but can get you fucked. There's no laws that I broke with what I said, but I got fucking fired as a result of it. So they're not even operating within these laws, but they're operating on some like fucked up social mob justice system vigilante fucking you gotta follow their rules or you're gonna get shot sort of thing mentality, a fucking feeding frenzy, bunch of thoughtless thugs. Ugh. Jesus, where was I going with this? something. Fucking. Maybe I'll remember when I watch it again. I gotta review this to make sure it all came out properly. Oh fuck! What? Yeah, we're fucked. That's it. Oh yeah, so the noose around my neck. And my city's going through a thing. Halifax is going through a thing where they're building all these fucking skyscrapers everywhere. And we've normally had like fairly low buildings because there's not any money to build skyscrapers, and there's not enough people here to warrant skyscrapers. So there's all these fucking skyscrapers going up, and honestly, that shit, every single one of them, it fermented upon my mind the other day. Each one feels like a jail bar getting installed over a fucking previously open gate. Like where there had been an open space, there's now the frame of a jail door, and each giant building going in is chung, 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 chung. While at the same time they're tightening up this fucking legal noose from behind. That's what inspired this fucking picture to start with. Oh. And then this has come very true. See, forever born new, ancient, aware, living knowledge, path of the ancients. I am the heretic. Fucking Jesus. I gotta stop painting. It's getting me into trouble or something. So yeah, the fucking new rules, the new laws, and the new buildings feel like jail cells going up and nooses tightening around my neck. I feel like a fucking caged animal. I gotta move out to the countryside again or something, because it's not. Things are changing in civilization. We're going to civilization 2.0, and it's not built by us. It's built by the corporations. It's the end of human history. H.G. Wells wrote about it in The War of the Worlds. The Martians represent the industrialists, the monopoly holders, the bankers, all those motherfuckers. They're like closed little cabal. They're tight-knit community. They're motherfucking people that take the rest of us for a ride and just destroy us, slaughter us en masse. All the wars were for their benefit. And it's all coming to this shit. The corporations used World War I, World War II to knock off the aristocrats, to knock off the legitimate governments of Europe. And they reinstalled their own ones. It's all fucked up since then. So, and I've been watching some Nietzsche lately, and he makes a lot of sense. So, there you go. Fucking, I think that's it. Case closed.